This is where I live most of the time, where I do most of my living. Welcome to my New York City apartment. I live in Midtown Manhattan alone in a 1-bedroom apartment. And today I'm going to show you my home. So right when you enter, I have my handbags hanging here on the left and my keys here as well. I used to lose my keys like every other day, but since installing this hook, I haven't lost them once. We are a no-shoe household, so I just have all my shoes lined up here. Don't look too hard at my dirty ass sandals. And then here's my little entryway. So I have a New York poster that has a bunch of iconic New Yorkers. And initially when I bought this poster, I didn't recognize anyone, and now I can pick out quite a few people. And I also have this little lantern hanging with some blue painter's tape, which is definitely a theme here. This is the kitchen. And this is where the magic happens. I spend a lot of time here. So here is my fridge, and I just put a bunch of notes that my friends wrote me, and just really makes me happy. I'm here all the time, and this just really lifts my mood, and especially living alone, it's just nice to remember that there are people in this world that love me. This is the sink area, and I really like how it's kind of like an open floor plan, just to have more of a airy, open feeling, but still like a separation. This is the first time I've ever had a gas stove. They really heat up your food so quickly. And I have a dishwasher as well. I feel like it's part of the Asian experience to have a dishwasher at home and never use it. I'm like kind of embarrassed to admit that I just learned how to use a dishwasher this year. I just never used it growing up. We just always washed our dishes by hand. But now I'm actually like emotionally reliant on this dishwasher. It really is so much more efficient than washing dishes by hand. It's crazy. And then right over here we have the living room. So this is my favorite room in the entire apartment. There's really only two to choose from, but I absolutely love these windows. This is completely what sold me on the apartment. I just really wanted like floor to ceiling windows. This is what got me through the winter in the city. These windows are east and north facing. Sorry also, I don't know if there's construction noise, but please excuse. If it wasn't obvious, I do live in New York. She's very noisy. I have kind of curated a mini jungle of plants around here. And that's really the goal for me, to terraform New York City, really. Forget about terraforming Mars, let's terraform New York. I was talking about red flags with a guy once. First red flag he said was like a girl that has too many houseplants. So over here I have my ukulele. This is sort of the creative corner. And here I have my paints. I have a collapsible easel that I'll set up here sometimes. You might have seen in other videos. And then right here is my favorite building in all of New York. And I swoon at her every single day. It is the Chrysler building, yes. Oh, she's so beautiful. And there is a rooftop club right here. So I really hope these windows are tinted, because otherwise like people will have for sure seen me naked. Here I have my journaling nook. So I come here to journal or eat, especially if I just want to be away from electronics and just be with my own thoughts. So I get to look out at this view while I am doing my reflections. Wait, I feel like I should address this. This is my wetsuit. This would scare the shit out of me if I could see this from the street. I hope for multiple reasons that these windows are tinted, but I have a feeling that they really are not. Then over here, we have a very intimate view of the Empire State Building. I always joke that like this is proof that angles are everything, because she looks like such a thickie from here, but from any skyline photo, the Empire State Building is a skinny legend. And then over here I have my palm tree plant that used to be that tall. She's meant to be in the tropics, so kind of struggles in the city. I feel you, girl, very much. And then I also just have these flowers that my dad got me for my birthday. Over here, I also have my vintage IKEA little side table, which is one of my favorite Facebook Marketplace finds. I also have this lamp. Like, honestly, if you ask where anything is from, it's all from Facebook Marketplace. Over here is sort of like my living / reading corner, and I also love hosting here so that we can just like hang out around the couch. This is actually a blanket that I got from Stussy. People always ask me about these binoculars, and I promise I'm not like a creepy neighbor. I went as Susie from Moonrise Kingdom for Halloween last year, and this was part of my costume, so I just left it here. But my friends will sometimes kind of people watch with it, which is pretty creepy because there's a lot of buildings around me, but you know, that's what this is about, okay? I have my yoga mat here. It's just nice to have my mat rolled out, so it's always like an open invitation. So over here, I have my workstation. I have a bunch of little trinkets and notes again that I collected over the years hanging above my desk. I have a electric standing desk here, but I pretty much just have it at this level setting all the time, and mostly sit at my standing desk. But if I do want to stand, I have a little balance board here that I stand on, and I can kind of do work like that.
Here is one final pan of the living room. I will link everything I can find in the description, but mostly I got these secondhand.
So here is the hallway to my bedroom, and this is where I get ready. So this is where I kind of like get ready on the floor, to be honest. I just have like all my makeup here, and I sit on the floor and get ready, and I don't care what anyone says. Sitting on the floor is a vibe. Then over here we have my bedroom. Welcome to my bedroom. I went with a much more minimalistic theme than I normally ever do for any room that I design. This is the first time in my life where I've had a separate room dedicated to my sleeping area. So I really wanted this to be a place where I could reset. I just wanted to keep it really clear-headed and fresh. An important design consideration for me was to not clash too much with the view. It's almost like a mural on a wall because it just takes up so much visual space. So I didn't want to distract from that too much. I initially thought I was gonna go with a green theme for the room, but I think having these red accents kind of ties into like some of the red that you see in the buildings, and I feel like it just made sense in my head. So I have like this red lamp, my red alarm clock. I also have this like red office cabinet that I use as like a dresser. So that was kind of interesting, just bringing more like a modern vibe to this room. I also have the red accent chair, which I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite Facebook finds as well, and it's actually super comfortable to sit in. To try to ground it a little bit and make it a little earthier, I also have this Persian red runner rug that I got from the Chelsea flea market that is just at the base of my bed. And then I also have my lovely hanging chili peppers, and I just love how they're in an upward curve. It's kind of just like a smiley face. I just got a pack of dried chili peppers and threaded them with red thread to make that. I also cannot forget to mention these two side tables. I absolutely love those. I got them for like $30. They also have a bit of a double meaning because a strong symbol of Guam are these latte stones, and they have a very unique structure and silhouette to them. They're essentially building supports that are made of stone, and they're very architecturally impressive. And when I found these pieces, because they mimic the shape of a latte stone, it just makes me feel so connected to home. Definitely my favorite finds. I think I'm gonna hold on to them to put in my forever home. I hope I can keep on to them by then. It is quite uncharacteristic of me to leave an entire wall blank, but initially I wanted to put a projector directed at this wall, and you'll see I actually bought a projector. But while I was just living here, I really enjoyed having kind of like a blank slate to look at. I felt like that scene in The Queen's Gambit where you could just imagine things like on the ceiling, but it was like on the wall and the ceiling. I like to make my room like a screen-free zone, so I don't like to bring my computer or phone here. along with that, it just felt nice to kind of have a safe haven where technology didn't really permeate because it's so ever present in our lives everywhere else. I just wanted to preserve like the purity of the white wall. It just kind of represents the purity of the room. I feel like I'm like going way too deep into this and it probably sounds so obnoxious, but like, you know, I should also mention that I have a closet here. Pretty much just have all my clothes here. Last but certainly not least is the bathroom. Please excuse the pants change and maybe hair change. It is another day, but I'm actually traveling soon, so it's pretty bare bones. Like I don't have anything on the sink and I have like my travel pack here. Yeah, it's pretty simple bathroom. I have my lovely shower that has like marble tiling and everything. I have my products, I just have them lined up here, and a bathtub, which means so much to me. I take baths all the time, like a ridiculous amount of baths. And then over here we have my mirror, which is not just a mirror, but it is also a medicine cabinet that is currently empty because again, I'm traveling. And then I have this painting that I painted, but no, I actually painted this off of an image in Pinterest. I will try my best to find the source. I just kind of like copied another artist to practice my painting, but that is not my like brainchild. So I just really liked the design. And then I just have a hook here. I have my towel rack here, you know, pretty standard bathroom, but it has everything that I need. Got the squatty potty. This is the shit, literally. If you don't have one of these, I highly recommend. Transforms the bathroom game. Yeah, this is her.